Allah Almighty addresses all Muslims, O believers. In the Quran, Allah Almighty frequently addresses Muslims with the phrase, O believers. This address is filled with love and affection, the loving tone of the address. There are two common ways to address someone. 1. By calling them by their name, such as, O Zaid. 2. By referring to a special relationship, such as, son. Clearly, calling someone son carries a tone of love, compassion, and tenderness that simply addressing them by name does not. Similarly, Allah's address of O believers is an expression of His love. It resembles a father's affectionate call to his son. O believers, save yourselves and your families from a fire whose fuel is men and stones. Over it are angels stern and severe, who do not disobey Allah in what He commands them, but do as they are commanded. Personal deeds are not enough for salvation. Allah has clarified that saving oneself alone is not sufficient. It is equally important to save one's family from the fire of hell. Often we observe that a person is pious, diligent in prayer, fasting, and charity, but their spouse and children remain heedless of religion. This state is unacceptable. Along with protecting oneself, parents bear the responsibility of ensuring the religious upbringing of their family. If the children are negligent in their faith, and the parents have not made any effort, they will be held accountable in the hereafter. What if the children do not listen? Many people say they tried to guide their children toward religion, but they refused to listen. The Quran addresses this concern by teaching that children should be protected from sins just as they are protected from worldly fire. An example of protection from worldly fire. If your child were approaching a dangerous fire, would you merely offer verbal warnings? Certainly not. You would do everything possible to save them from that fire. Similarly, verbal advice is not enough to save them from the fire of hell. Practical measures are essential. Concern for everything except religion. Today's parents are deeply concerned about their children's worldly careers, education, and status, but show little concern for their religious upbringing. One individual proudly claimed that his son was building an impressive career, but casually added that the son had become somewhat irreligious. This attitude is dangerous. Treating negligence toward religion as trivial is harmful. The example of Prophet Noah, peace be upon him. Prophet Noah, peace be upon him, spent 950 years trying to guide his son to the right path. If parents make every possible effort to guide their children and they still do not listen, the parents will be absolved of responsibility. However, our reality is that we often give up after a few attempts. Practical steps. Parents should correct their own actions and set an example for their children. Ensure children receive a proper religious education. Continuously pray for Allah to guide the children. Instill in children the seriousness of sins. Make religion the central focus of life, not just a secondary aspect. The Quran's repeated address of O believers reminds us of our responsibilities and actions. Protecting ourselves and our families by staying firm on the path of religion is the foremost duty of every Muslim. This is the guarantee of our success in both this world and the hereafter.